Right, it's another day. It's another Thursday. It's a rotation day. Right now it's about 15 minutes until 8 o'clock my time. Yeah, the current trend at the moment is later Rustle rotations. Next week, considering it's a wipe day and potentially we'll see some sort of update, next week will be an earlier Rustle rotation. So we have all of these skins still at the moment. Quick refresh. There we are, they're still there. Lovely, lovely. And here we are, up to date with the sales, I believe. Yep, yes we do. Right, so last night we had 3 abnormal skins. They were the Graffiti charcoal storage. Currently sitting here with 944 requests to buy. The buy order build up only went up to about $2.13. Now my worries about this one is based on the fact that I think this is going to be like the neon stone storage of the set. Basically, when we end up in a market dip around November time, the expected market dip, what with the next CSGO major happening during November, well, we saw what happened when we had one during May and June, caused a massive market dip. Prices went down. Times weren't fun. Well, because this is one of the later ones and it looks like it's got low demand compared to the rest of them with just under 20,000 so far, I'm led to believe this is probably the most vulnerable case or storage out of the collection. So yeah, just a heads up, that's the probable reason why this one isn't as invested into. Now, there's still loads of buy order build up, I will give it that. I just worry it's going to drop down to maybe around $1.50 to $2 when times get bad, and there is a bit of a deadline for that to potentially happen. Right, then we have the reinforced garage door. At the moment, buy orders are only going up to about $1.88. This is selling for right now $2.49. So, yeah, maybe the buy order build up doesn't go all the way up to it, but at the moment we haven't seen one go too close to do $2. We haven't seen one go too close to the price of $2.49. So maybe, with a sheer lack of people trying to sell it, maybe it'll hold its value. Do you remember the glow-in-the-dark, what was it? It was the From Hell armoured door. For a long time, hardly any people sold one for under $6. It kind of maintained that price, and then eventually it went below its restore price. So maybe people just being cautious or calm, they're not rushing to sell it, and it might actually sell for a higher price. It's not a bad garage, it's just not super flashy, which a lot of people do appreciate, a lot of people do like, but usually it's the more flashy ones that tend to do pretty good. And I've got another garage door to show you in a minute, let me just point that out to you. But for this, right here, we did see that the past few garage doors, the glow-in-the-dark ones have favoured better, so this probably has a nice future ahead of it. It's just at the moment, it's looking like in the short term it might go below its restore price. But then in good time, it'll probably go above. So yeah, things are looking okay. And then we have the SAP, the JPEG SAP. So this is selling for $2.49 in a restore. Indeed it is, yep. Buy orders are only going all the way up to about $1.40, $1.50. You can see with the bulk of them kind of finish at around $1.20. So this is a bit troublesome at the moment. The rest of the JPEG set, other than the Thompson, haven't fared very nicely. They've sold well. They have sold well. They just don't appear to be in-demand investments. So, yeah, a bit of a problem. So, sorry, I'm just messaging the people. As you can see, I've got a bunch of people right here. Hello, people. We just got started. Everybody's nice and happy. Oh, what am I clicking here? Yeah, alright, sweet. So, I do this every Thursday. I stream it on Twitch. You can see my description links. Let's go for the description. This is for the YouTube people. So, right. So, we talked about this and this and this. That's all out of the way. Don't forget, always keep an eye on the workshop during the restore rotation, because this is one of the fastest ways to quickly find out if a restore rotation has happened. Just refresh this every now and then. And of course, in my server, we also have the scmm bot. When this updates, yeah, restore rotation usually happens. Why are people pinging me? I'm going to have to take a real quick look. And it is... no, someone's got a mistake. Guys, can one of you go into general chat and tell that guy he needs to come watch the stream if he wants his question answered? So, yes, quick refresh, it's not happened just yet, so that's fine. You know, we've seen the trend where it's probably not going to happen for maybe another hour at least. Rust rotations are rolling into quite late at night at the moment. So what do we have for today? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 regular skins. And at the moment, I'm actually quite surprised this rocket launcher didn't reach 20,000 sales. I got that wrong. I projected at least 20,000, but seems the last few days it just hasn't sold that much. Regardless, at the moment, it's still the second highest selling. So we go in terms of highest estimated total supply. Yeah, second highest. It's okay. You know, in the long term, I think it'll be perfectly fine. I am a bit worried about the short term. But we do have a decent looking, affordable rocket launcher. A new one. So I could see it selling quite well based on that fact. Again, I still think in the short term it's going to suffer. So for my buy orders on this $2 rocket launcher skin, I'm going to do maybe $1, and I'm probably going to do around maybe $1.50. I'm sticking with that based on the fact that the cheapest rocket launcher that we've ever seen, well, at the moment, cheapest, is still $1.70. So we know as low as they can possibly go, I'm speaking too quickly, the lowest point that they can go is $1.70. So if I did $1 and $1.50, I feel perfectly fine. And let me point out, of course, I'm doing 2 buy orders. So yeah, I've got my accounts. I'm nice and set up. Now we've got this pineapple furnace, and it looks silly. Quite a lot of people bought it. A lot more people bought it than I assumed. But I still think this is just like a fad. I think in the short term it is going to suffer. Now in the long term, how will it be? I'm not sure. So let me just give you a nice quick look. This is all of the most recent furnace skins. Down 30%, down 42%, down 30%, down 28%. And you might sit there and say, oh, but this looks silly. Well, you know what? The zucchini looks silly. And that's already down 30% as well. So, yeah. What's the cheapest it could possibly go? We're looking at, oh, wow. So that's an Easter skin right there. That's 94 cents. So maybe the smart thing to do is probably maybe around $1 and $1.20. So $1 to $1.20 is probably the option I'm going to go to. Yeah. I mean, we can always keep track of the price. You know, I reckon initially they might sell at a higher price, but as time goes on, so once everybody who has passed their 7-day cooldown to their purchases, once they're all able to sell them, we can get a good idea of how many are going to be on the market and how likely are there going to be people undercutting each other and devaluing the furnace. You know, so that happens. So $1, maybe $1.20. AK skin. Okay, so I have to show this every single time an AK skin comes out. Now, it's not super flashy. It's nice retro style. I do appreciate it. But you know what? Unfortunately, we've had some very interesting designs before and they've still suffered. Down 27, down 44, down 54, down 37, down 41. It's not looking good. So I'm going to stick with maybe $1 buy order. Maybe 80 cents and $1 buy order. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah. Bullseye Python. It's pretty much the same thing. All Revolver skins that have come out fairly recently haven't fared very nicely. In fact, we had one very, very recently, didn't we? Yeah, the Military Python. Oh, wait. I've already talked about this, haven't I? Military Python got pumped. So it didn't sell that many, barely over 5,000. There wasn't many on the Steam market. Someone came along and bought them all out. In fact, I'll just quickly show you that now. Didn't buy all of them, but yeah, he bought a significant chunk. There you go, right there. Look at its life. Randomly jumps up in price. So at the moment, you can actually see the difference in buy orders. So someone just comes along. So this was sitting at around maybe 90 cents. And then someone just randomly comes along and offers $1. Now, what's going on? Well, chances are it's most likely someone that was wanting to convert them all into metal. Remember this, all weapon skins are going to be at least $1 because they can convert into metal, and metal usually is worth around $1. So always keep track of that. Okay, and then we have the Toxic Wolf Bow. It has sold under 9,000, and if we were to compare that with all the other ones that have come out fairly recently, show me. Dragon Rage bow was a bit more special. It was from a popular set, so even then that's down by 18%. Headhunter wasn't that interesting to look at. Heart Hunter wasn't that interesting to look at. No Mercy bow was in the positive. What I'm going to sit here and say is Toxic Wolf bow has a nice style to it. You know, it's got the weird yellow. When we compare it to maybe like the Nuke bow, maybe, it's nothing like the Jade bow. I reckon $1 and $1.50 would probably be fine. If you want to have a better chance of buying it, offer up to $1.50. If you want to play it safe, stick with $1. So that's what I'm going to do, $1 and $1.50. So those are all the regular skins. That's out of the way. Now I can put focus to something that we've kind of been discussing quite a lot recently. Well, what are you talking about? Can you explain? Yes, I can. So, for the past few days, well, ever since Sunday and Monday and then Tuesday, I kept making Twitch VODs talking about the Camouflage collection. More and more information kept coming out. Something is coming, and something is guaranteed to be appearing. So let's just go straight into it. You recall this ever so lovely camouflage net door, part of the camouflage set, which caused this to jump up in price? Well, this garage door version 2 eventually appeared. Now, I was expecting it, but I thought it might not be appearing this week based on a certain thing which I'm now going to start talking about. We're not going to be seeing this week, I think. So if you are invested into this door, don't worry too much. The buy order build up is still very nice and strong in it. Currently the $1.85 buy order is right there. It might go down a little bit more. Remember, there are impatient investors, but I still think we're going to get the Camouflage Garage door next week for White Day. So let's just roll right into it. What is going on? Why aren't we getting this week? Well, a certain something has appeared. So, if we go back to the videos, if you've seen my Micros Hypothesis, a time frame for Rust Workshop submissions video, in the first 4 or 5 minutes I talk about TGG's collections. Well, what does TGG get out of it by making a collection every single week? He gets a guaranteed skin to be accepted, doesn't he? So if we go over to here, got it nice and set up. The most recent one was the Bombshell M39. So TGG's collection is the Bombshell collection. Now I want to show you something specifically. Yep, we got all of that there. But none of these that we see here, none of them, right, are abnormally priced. None of them sold at a different price. They always stuck with their default pricing. So just keep an eye on that, right? Because something has appeared. Something is coming today, and that is another TGG Bombshell skin. And you might immediately notice something about this. Yes, it's a garage door skin. But do you see through? So I've got some pictures to show you. Thank you to Mr. Micro for making these. As you can see, it's got pay to win. You can see through the garage door. Do you recall a whole bunch of garage door skins that randomly became very expensive not too long ago? Like the Chop Shop garage door, the Cargo Truck garage door, the Trash garage door, the Defense garage door, and there's another one I can't remember. Why did they all go up in price? Because people brought attention to the fact that you can see through them. They have a see-through mesh. And a lot of us assumed, well, oh, is that against the guidelines? Because people thought this was against the guidelines. Apparently TGG still had to get a skin like this. So, no, I guess that's not a rule. But nobody's done this for a long time. Oh well, we're getting it now. So, as you can see, we're about to get this garage door skin, the Bombshell garage door. And do you recall the point I said earlier? We have not seen a Bombshell skin come out at a different price, an abnormal price. This is going to sell for $1.49. And that's not all. Because, yes, you can see through it, and it glows. And it's not like obnoxious glowing where it's all over it. No, it's very nice just at the top. Do you remember the other video I talked about? I've got lots of videos, don't I? Where I talked about the glowing door problem. Where loads of glowing doors like to have the whole door glow. And at night, if you stand in front of it, you're going to be easily seen. Well, when we look at that, It's only at the top. So you can see through it. Look, there's a fire. Yay! And it glows. Guys, this is going to sell a lot. This is going to sell a lot. This is like... So here's the problem. A lot of us are instantly going to assume, wow, this is instant money, instant profit. This is an instant, great, amazing thing to invest our money into. How many people do you reckon are going to think of that? Probably a lot. We're probably going to be very oversaturated with the amount of sales that we see of this. What I'm saying is the amount that have been bought compared to genuine demand. If we have far too many bought, then there's going to be far too many appearing on the Steam market, and the price is probably going to crash. Okay. So, it's going to be an instant, let's wait till Wednesday or Thursday situation. Now, we don't even know if this is going to be abnormally priced or not, but based on what I saw with all the other skins, as we can see over here, based on all the other Bombshell skins, not a single one here was abnormally priced. $1.99, $1.99, 99 cents, 99 cents, $1.99, 99 cents, 99 cents. We don't have any deployables, so I can't see if there's any 149s. But yeah, this is the first Bombshell deployable, it seems. So yeah, this is something you have to expect every 3 or 4 months. TGG will get a skin accepted and introduced into the game. So I look forward to it. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are now. So yes, this might go a bit more down in price. I've talked about this. I've got so many videos to reference. So preparing for investor impatience. This is something you have to be aware of. Now, the TGG garage door kind of came out of nowhere. Like I said, I talked about this camo. I talked about this collection on Sunday. Then I have found out more information about the TGG garage door coming out on the Monday, so I had to do another video. And then I had even more information, I had to do another video on Tuesday, which then became the video I actually uploaded. So, yeah. So this, I reckon this garage door that we see here, this isn't going to be appearing until next week, or maybe Complete the Sets. And let me point out to you, Complete the Sets is coming back this year. On September 8th, it's coming back. And we could see a whole bunch of random things from long ago or fairly recent appearing for that. I still think that's how we're going to end up getting the Graffiti clove storage. Also, let me point out, there's a new thing on scmm now. It will actually point out some whether the skins have more things coming. But in this particular instance, this clothes, it's been there for over a month now and it never was accepted. What if I look at this Nightwatch? Because there's only a single skin here, but we have the Nightwatch Thompson. Oh, so this is very helpful. Good job, Mr. Bipolar Penguin. A very helpful thing that we needed. So yeah, investor impatience. We were expecting something like that to happen to the hoodie and the pants. They are still holding on quite all right. So next week we are expecting potentially to see Skullkiller Tier 2 and Black Gold Tier 2, but at the moment, yeah, this was expected. It is going to go below its Rust Door price, 191. And how many pants? 155. The pants are doing better. So yeah, cool. And then we look at the Black Gold, because we are expecting Black Gold Tier 2. And it's actually improved a bit. It went down pretty bad, but now it seems to recover. I think people are being a bit wiser, because as we get closer to Wipe Day, the smarter, more informed people are like, well, hang on a minute. If we got all the Black Golds on the Wipe Day before, maybe we're going to get Tier 2. And of course, Mr. Tripp basically said, yeah, next week I'm going to try and get it ready and made for the next Rust Door rotation, which would be the Wipe Day one. So, yep, here we go. There we are. 98 here and 102 here. That's not that much. That's actually fairly okay. And the Black Gold collection as a whole, the clothing's gone down a bit in price. That's now $3.68. That's now $4. But in the future, that's probably going to jump back up to $6. That's going to jump up to $6. I hope to see these jump up to around $4 each. Hopefully. I bought a lot of them. Got a lot of them on buy order. So yeah. So there's another thing I wanted to point out, because I never mentioned it in the video where I'm talking about the problems where we couldn't see it when I was discussing the Camouflage Collection issue. TGG doesn't advertise his own skins in his videos. He doesn't show them off. That's something I've only just recently found out. Thank you, Mr. Cheese Taco, for pointing that out. He also does not release the skin on the workshop until like a day before the Ruster rotation. So, well, he doesn't need to rush it, does he? So, yeah, this M39, for example, if we go back to April, was it 21st? April 21st. Did it come out this week? It did. And when did it release on the workshop? April 21st. Wow. Right, so January 19. So if we go back to then. January 19. Oh, so that one appeared a day before. So yeah. TGG doesn't add his own skins to his collection. He doesn't show it off in the videos. That's where I got confused. And that is why this, yeah, appeared on the 24th of August, and the Ruster rotation is, of course, today, the 25th. So we're learning this pattern. We're learning. It's good. It's good. Right. So in the future, if we see another skin, we know how it's going to play out from now on. Refresh, no skins, depression, sadness. Okay, so I've gone over everything, I believe. I've talked about the regular skins. I've talked about the abnormal skins. I've said that Complete the Sets is coming back. Not next week, but the week after. White Day is next week. And I mentioned that, of course, next week should be an earlier Ruster rotation. So I hope to see all of you turn up, because that feels like more of a set time. Basically, I'm definitely going to be starting the stream like 2 hours earlier, because I would expect the Ruster rotation to appear within a certain amount of time when the Rust update comes out, which is usually 7 o'clock my time. So, cool. Not sure if there's anything else I can mention. How's your day? Let's just go take a real quick look at that trophy. So, quick refresh. Oh, and thank you for the follow, Mr. 9. So, the Twitch trophy is weird. It's very weird. We saw more being added. I am clueless what's going on here. So, yeah, more have been bought, unfortunately. 7 have sold in the last 24 hours. What? Okay, whatever. So, here's something that we can't explain, okay? As you can see, the only real way that we can see these sell is if someone actually goes ahead, clicks this buy, and purchases one. Understand? But someone somehow managed to sell one. What do I mean by that? Someone managed to be able to click their Twitch Rivals trophy and sell it to a buy order. Someone sold it for around $3. We don't know how they've managed to do that. Not a clue. So I talked about this a lot, didn't I? Don't buy it. The very second you buy it, it's instantly non-marketable, non-tradable. You never get your money back. You'll never be able to sell it again. This was a thing that was given away for free. You only had to watch 1 hour of a Rust stream on Twitch during the Twitch Rivals event that happened about 2 weeks ago, and you would have got this for free. But by mistake, of course, they made this marketable and tradable. It wasn't supposed to be, and they patched it and made every single one non-tradable and non-marketable. But the ones that managed to be listed before that patch are still on here. Do not buy it. There's no good reason to spend $88 on this when there's a very good chance they're going to release this again for free during another Twitch Rivals event, maybe around December, January time, because it seems to be every 4 months at the moment. So yeah, do not buy it. Yes, it gives you 100 comfort, but I reckon to prevent people from buying this and wasting their money, they might remove that now. So don't buy it. But for some reason, we seem to have seen people being able to list them, which could imply that some of them might still be marketable and tradable. Not all of them, but like a very small amount. Or someone somehow managed to list one, but he didn't approve of its sale until about 2 weeks later, as in like verify it to be listed. I don't know how that could have happened. So weird things going on. Yeah. So front page of the Rust store is Rust Market. It's looking good. Glister pants are still being pumped, and just to give you a nice insight for how good the Rust economy is at the moment, weapon barrel. We like to track the sales and the price of the weapon barrel to get a good insight as to how the Rust economy is, because if the Rust skins are doing very well, then people are going to feel more incentive to buy the loot boxes and open them. So that means when things are good, people are going to be buying them and the prices are going to be up and up and up. And we are trending upwards very nicely. So at the moment, from what we can see here, we had post-Christmas, so of course that jumps up in price. Then there wasn't post-Christmas, it went down. We had a bit of a bump towards the end of April, early May, so that jumped up. And then it went down because of Antwerp 2022, and then it went up a bit, and then we had summer sales, so it went back down again. And now we're happily going up. Now, just a few days ago, we were at the highest point their weapon barrel has ever been since around mid-May, before the real bad, the real bad market dip start to really roll in. So things are improving. Things are getting better, but I would probably sit here and say we're not in a hype. We're at normal prices now. Things seem to be normal. And we could either go down or we could go up. But at the moment, I feel like it's just a nice slow trend, ever so slightly going upward. So things are nice. Things are good. Nice. So that Rust door rotation, when will it happen? Now? No. So how about we skip ahead? So who knows when the Rust door rotation might happen? Okay, right. So yeah, that took a while. Yep. There you go. It's in. It's there. We knew it was coming. We showed it off. It's guaranteed. And it yeah. I wonder how many of them are going to sell. So we got a Revolver skin. Okay. Oh, we have a lot of pretty good profitable things. So we've got 8 skins. So yep. Yep, there you go. And now we can do our buy orders. So back in a bit, because now I'm doing my buy orders. Well, when they appear. When they appear. When are they going to appear? Oh no, the depression's back. So yeah. Oh, and the tools. I did see that. So this is probably the last graffiti storage. Clothes was neglected. We still don't know. Maybe clothes is going to appear for the complete the sets. But this Revolver skins, I've got a great talk about Revolver skins. Yeah, that's cool. Right. I didn't even notice. Ken, are you new? Well, you're new to me. We'll be following you now then. Good job, Ken. Is that your first skin? We'll worry about that in a bit because I think I've got to do buy orders now. Buy orders? No. No. Come on, regular skins. Where are you? Guys, if you happen to own any of these and you bought them on Thursday last week, you can sell them now. They are now marketable. They should be. Metal door. Sheet metal door. Does that glow? Only at the top. Right, that's good then. Right. Yes, yes. Okay, right. It's not much I can do. I've got to wait for them to appear. Oh wait, I've got to alert people. Stream now. How many people we've got right here watching, waiting for them to appear? Hello, hello. So the Rust door rotation definitely happened before 9:30. I've got to reward the points. So believers on the yes side definitely succeeded. It was a yes before 9:30. You can complain all you want. Right, buy order? No, buy order? No, buy order? There. Right, so we're going to start doing buy orders. I'll be back in a bit. Right, gentlemen, I just did all my buy orders. I did some decent prices. As I said, I think this is probably going to be one of the more interesting skins to put a decent buy order down. Its future is probably okay. In fact, let's just refresh all of these. So we'll bring all of these down. We'll get a quick look at their buy orders. I think that's something nice to get a quick look at. So not a lot of faith in that AK. But we'll worry about that when we focus it in a minute. So let's just take a real quick look and we'll start discussing now. So, this right here, I believe that is a $1.50 buy order right there. Yep, very strong buy orders for the rocket launcher. But what did I say earlier? The cheapest one is only down to $1.70. It has a pretty nice future ahead of it. So 400 requests to buy at the moment, only at the moment. Yeah. So yeah, not everybody is alert to a rust or rotation, and not everybody is alert to the regular buy orders. So give it maybe an hour. That might be up to maybe 500-600 requests to buy. So yeah, this has a pretty decent future ahead of it. Will it go below its rust or price in the short term? Most likely. In the long term, how will it fare? I think it'll be alright. I don't imagine we're going to be getting a lot of rocket launcher skins for the rest of this year. This is the first marketable one, and it's August. So no, it's almost September. So that is that. Over here we have the pineapple furnace. Now, I warn people about this, and it does look like this isn't going to be holding its value. This sold for what, $1.49, and the highest buy order is only going up to about $1.10. Maybe it will. I'm not 100% sure. Again, not everybody is alert to the fact that this is now marketable. So it's going to take a while, then people are going to see it's marketable, and then they're going to do buy orders. So there's more to potentially see. How about we look at this a bit later and see if there's a difference after I do all of my talking about the new stuff. So here we go. This is the AK, and unfortunately the buy orders are only going up to $1. It's not going to have a bright future, this one. So just to point out, weapon skins usually don't go below $1, because then people would just turn it into metal, and metal's always worth around $1. So yeah, that usually happens, and something just happened there. Anyway, Python, similar situation. It's got a random $1.50 buy order there. I don't know why that's happened, but other than that, the buy orders are only going up to around $1. This is a $1.99 skin. It's probably not going to maintain its price. And of course we have the Toxic Wolf bow. It looks kind of cool. It's distinct compared to most of the other ones. The buy order build-up's going up to about $1.30, $1.40, but the majority of it is around $1. Give it some time, I reckon it probably would increase. So yeah, how about we look at all of these a bit later. Let me talk about the new stuff, then we'll come back to it, see if there's any changes into with the requests to buy. So restore, rotate, yay! Right, so we can't look at these in the browser section, but we can see it in SCMM, because we've got some very interesting things to talk about now. This new garage door, which was guaranteed to be accepted and is ridiculous. It glows in the dark. It is see-through. It is only... Oh, okay. Yeah, alright, so that's the first abnormal Bombshell skin that we've ever seen. $3, that's fine. It needs to be a higher price. If anything, I think they could have sold it for $4.99, and I think it still would sell a lot. So the highest selling thing this week is most likely going to be this. When word gets around that you can see through it, and it has glow in the dark, and the lighting is only at above the garage door, not all over it, that's like the ultimate garage door. And one thing I didn't show off earlier are the more expensive garage doors. I wanted to point something out, and I can do it right now, because these are probably not going to be maintaining their prices anymore. So do you see all of these garage doors? They have the see-through thing, as in these are expensive because you can see through it in the mesh there, you can see through it in the mesh there, you can see through it in the mesh there, see through it in the mesh there. That's just cool, and I believe you can see through it in the mesh a little bit there, or it's just very odd. I can't remember this one, but these four have the see-through mesh thing. They are very expensive at the moment, but now that we've got a very cheap alternative option that also glows in the dark, is this still going to sell for almost $70? Is this still going to sell for almost $25, $20? They might start losing some value because they're not that special anymore. This is the ultimate garage door. So, thank you very much, Mr. TGG. It's a nice batch, but that's your first deployable skin, so cool. Cool. Now, this, what we see right here, the Graffiti electrical storage. This is most likely, potentially, going to be... Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. It doesn't have the Graffiti set there. That's unfortunate. This is going to probably... Wait. Ebu? What? I thought it was Lottie. Ebu's in charge? Really? Let's just check on that. It is made by Ebu. Okay. Alright, well, I guess we'll follow you as well. He's been the guy that's constantly been helping Lodi. I guess for the very last one, he's going to be the main creator. That's nice of you. All right, cool. I was a bit confused there. That should be connected to the Graffiti set. So how about we just keep that in mind, and we'll look over here as well. It looks like Graffiti set has now finished at 15. What's going to happen to the clothes? I'm not sure. Not next week, but the week after, we do have complete the sets. So keep that in mind. Maybe that's going to be making its appearance there then. Right. This is the state of the Graffiti storage collection as of now. What's going to happen from here? Well, I've mentioned this many times before. I'm led to believe loads of people are going to start potentially just buying out the stock and holding on to it, and then wait a year or so, and they reckon it's probably going to be the next neon storage. It definitely is more standout and colourful in comparison to scientific storage. I believe this is definitely going to be the second most beloved storage collection set. Like, nothing's going to topple neon storage for a long time. But give it a year, will these double and triple in price? They very well could, because we're going to go through a post-Christmas. But what we also need to point out is, on the horizon, around November time, we do have that next CSGO major. We are projecting, expecting another market dip. That's very likely going to happen. So you might be sitting there and saying, well, should I buy these now? I reckon they're all going to get cheaper in November time. So during November, I reckon all Rust skins are going to get cheap again. Because, again, another CSGO major, skins lose value because everybody's trying to sell them to get money to throw out the new CSGO major stickers and capsules and whatnot. So these could very well become a lot cheaper later this year. So if you're considering buying them, maybe that's the time. But will they get more expensive now that it looks like this is wrapped up? Yes, that very well could happen. Loads of people are probably going to start making some moves. Loads of people are probably going to put their money down, grab a whole bunch of quantity, and maybe we're going to see more instances of pumping. Maybe we're going to see a lot more instances of just natural progression because, well, loads of people are interested to see what's going to happen with it now. It definitely looks like a short-term profitable thing. This one looks like it's still going to go up in price as well. I mean, we don't see any negative Graffiti storages at the moment. None of them are in the negative. None of them are selling for below their Rust store prices. So, yeah. So, Graffiti storages, does it end with you? At the moment, yes. But in about 2 weeks' time, will we see that clothes storage appear then? I'm curious. I think that might happen. But with these two out of the way, I now want to mention the Revolver. Right, so Ken, is that your first skin, buddy? Congratulations, and thank you very much for making a Revolver skin. It was literally just a couple days ago, I made a big fuss about Revolver skins, and now watch me go right now. So, Revolver skins, what's special about them? They are a tier 1 weapon, and they are the most used tier 1 weapon. And with that, they have very high gun demand. Which, of course, sounds great, doesn't it? Well, let me roll in with that. We don't see many Revolver skins that much. So during this year, we're about 9 months in, we've only had 3. That's quite a lot compared to a lot of other items that hardly ever get skins. But with this, with it being such a very highly used weapon, because it's very reliable, it's not too hard to get the resources to make it, and if you lose it, it's not the end of the world. Tier 1 Revolvers are beloved. They have some very nice skins. We don't get many of them a lot. All of them are in the positive. All of them are in the positive. And this is something I made a fuss about earlier this year because I bought 100 of these Headhunter Revolvers at $1.99. How much are they selling for now? They are now selling for $2.21. Yes, it's still a profit. And well, actually, no, let me just point out, that one's a straggler. At the moment, they are selling for around $2.60 to $2.70. Yeah, so that's its actual price. So, yeah, they went up a decent amount. Could they go even further? Yes, actually, how many were there? I should have counted that as well. There's only 48 in the market. I'd say, on average at the moment, every skin, at average, would have at least 100. So, that is a below-average amount on the Steam market. And it's doing well, so it could only do better from here. This colourful Revolver looks very nice. Does it glow? I mean, it would say that, wouldn't it? It's definitely a nice looking skin. I'll give it that. Good job. I do like it. And I'm pretty sure That's going to be a very, very fine thing to buy as a long-term investment. As a short-term investment, maybe, but in the long term, much like how I bought 100 of these, they turn into a profit. I've sold like 25 of these already, just to get some extra money on my accounts. As you know, I've got quite a lot of them, and I've had to boost up some money to help them out, doing more buy orders. So, the point I'm saying is, out of everything I see here, this is looking to be the safest investment. They are like Thompson skins, super reliable and super safe. I cannot stress this enough. High gun demand equals high demand to use the skins equals higher skin prices, and we just saw all over here that everything here is in the positive. Everything here is in the positive. And as I mentioned earlier, at the current state of things, everything seems like it's normal prices now. We're not in a market dip. We're not in a summer hype. We're at the middle. We're normal. So at normal pricing, all Revolver skins seem to be in the positive. I don't know how else to express that this is looking to be a perfectly fine thing to buy into. I don't know what else I can say. So, colourful Revolver, very nice to see. I'm sitting there saying that's probably the safest thing you could buy right now if you really wanted to. Now, the worrying thing about this is when word gets around, a lot more people will be buying them, and I do worry that this might get oversaturated. I did mention it earlier. What is the total amount of sales going to be in comparison to genuine demand? Is it going to be too high and then we have too many ending up on the Steam market causing the price to go down? Or is it going to be perfectly level? I, by default, would expect 30,000 sales. Yes, 30,000. If it goes above that, maybe it'll be bad, maybe it'll be okay. It's kind of similar to my talk about the locker skin. Do you remember when we finally got a locker skin after 2 years? That went up to 33,000 sales almost, but it's still in the positive, mainly due to the fact that we didn't get any more locker skins. Well, the special thing about this garage door is the see-through ability and the very nice glow in the dark. If we start getting tons of garage doors getting see-through, because, well, hang on a minute, if he's allowed to have see-through, surely I'm allowed to, and the creators start making tons of garage doors with see-through. So let's see what happens from here. I'm going to leave this until Wednesday or Thursday, see how many have sold, then make a decision. It's also abnormal. Like right now, if I were to look in the Rust store, so yeah, which of these is abnormal, which isn't? Abnormal, not abnormal, 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 not abnormal. Wait, is that? Did I miss one? Did I get that door? Yeah, that's abnormal as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 abnormals, and that definitely isn't one. And that wait, I've lost myself. 1, 2, 3. I've skipped the comics MP5. Yeah, JPEG MP5. Oops, sorry. So yeah, the only two things that are not abnormal is the Revolver and the bow. Is that correct? Not abnormal, not abnormal. All right, 6 abnormals this week. Okay. So what defines what is an abnormal? When you look in here and you see there's a link already provided, then it's abnormal. It has a predetermined link already available. So that's cool. Got that nice and set up. I don't need these anymore because I've got them on the other page. And goodbye, abnormals from the past week. So you're out of the way. Now we look at you, and yep, that's all sorted. So back to over here. This is abnormal. We can take our time with it. We can see when the abnormals come out and see how the buy order build up looks at it. I should have kept the box. 1 second. I can give you a very nice example. So we only had the rust rotation happen about 20 minutes ago. Cool, how long have I been talking for? I need to cut down on that, don't I? Yeah, we could always do the comparison thing that I've mentioned many times. Over the course of about 20 hours, so because this became available to me at 1 o'clock in the morning, we saw that the buy order build up went all the way up to around $2.20, and there was quite a high one here as well. In many other instances, I would have sat there and said this is a very safe looking thing to buy, based on the fact that just in 20 hours time I can see all of the buy order build up, and the buy order build up is what keeps the support to keep the prices up. When we see this come out Thursday morning for me, we'll have maybe another 20 hours to see how well that does. Well, actually, first of all, let me point out Rust rotation next week will be early because it's a wipe day, so we'll work around with that. But yeah, we have a lot of time to work with this to see how well the buy order build up is, and then on the first day, I will make a decision whether or not I want to buy them, and I might buy a lot of them if it does look like it's going to be okay. Alright, okay, so that sorted. Now I've got the tools, I've got this and this and this. Let's go straight to the JPEG MP5. This is the first MP5 skin in a long time. I think it's like 2 months. 3 months? I need to drink something. Right, so we have not had an MP5 skin since the recoil update. Literally almost 3 months ago. So how will our MP5 skins ever since that recoil update? Bad, very bad. They are the one gun that got badly affected by the recoil update. They are not doing well. Now, the state of the JPEG set. How is that set doing? Okay, yeah. Now, we can't track this price because it's only been available for less than a day. What we can track is all of these and negative, positive. Only the Thompson's doing alright. So we know Thompson skins are very reliable. I've made a mention of that. I don't need to go through all that all over again. It's in the same tier of safeness as the Revolver. The MP5 is not doing good at the moment. It's not in demand in game. I don't imagine this is going to be doing very well. So I'd avoid that one. I'd avoid the MP5. Another bow skin. So we just had the Toxic Wolf, and now we've got this one. I reckon we can just leave it, see how well that Toxic Bow is doing, and then make a good comparison with that. I think this is the one that's going to sell the least out of everything here that we see today. Are you a new... Oh, we got another new guy. Well, I've got to make sure I'm following you as well. Hello, Bowskin. Yep. Am I following you? I think I clicked to follow you earlier. Because, yeah, I did. Right, so congratulations to the 2 new people that got skins today, Mr. Ken and Mr. Snake Eyes. It's nice to see more people getting things accepted. So we're over here to the military collection tools, and I when I saw this, I actually thought this had a good chance of being accepted. When was the last time we had some tools accepted? Was it the glow-in-the-dark ones? Was it? No, we had Gothic Warlord. Yeah? Newest? Anyway, how are you doing? Gothic Warlord is down 44%. The glow-in-the-dark one's down 7%. Yeah, okay. Tools don't look very good at the moment. What about pickaxes? Do we like pickaxes? Does everybody like pickaxes? How about we get a look at the pickaxes? Alright, well that's up 9%, and all the other ones are down a bit. I'm thinking the tools aren't a very fine thing to jump into. That might be a worry. So maybe avoid the tools. Leave it till Wednesday or Thursday. See how many have sold. Then make a decision. But at the moment... Well, actually, no. These are abnormal as well. Even though they followed the default pricing scheme, both of these are abnormal for some reason. Doesn't matter. They're abnormal. We have abnormal time advantage. We can do the buy orders, see how they look on Thursday, then consider whether or not to buy them. But at the moment, from what I see from the past, from the most recent skins that have come out, no. So that. Alright, so this door. Hello, sheet metal cooling station metal door. Now, I like this. And why? Because if you recall, I mentioned it quite a lot recently in that video talking about the glowing door skin problem. Quite a lot of glowing doors have glow all over the door. But what's special about this one? It only glows at the top. Ooh, right. So... that is helpful. That is nice. If you use that as your entrance/exit, people aren't going to see you at night time. Well, we should test this out. On the Saturday Skin Showcase, Mr. Micro, I see you over there. We are going to need to test this out. How easy is it to be seen by that glow-in-the-dark part? Does it give you away at night time? Yes or no? That's something fun to find out. Right, so... is it abnormal? It is... yes, that's abnormal as well. Damn, we've got 6 this week. So, yeah, again, why don't we just do the buy orders? So we'll see how well this is doing on Thursday. Do the buy orders Wednesday evening/Thursday morning, depending where you are in the world. And then on the Thursday, we'll make a decision whether or not to buy it. Because I need to see if you stand next to it, does it give you away at night time? That's the main thing I'm worried about. So what are the things I feel like are going to be the top 3 this week? Well, it's definitely going to be these 2, and maybe because I've made such a fuss about this Revolver, maybe that could get 3rd. It's a very safe investment. I'm sure of it. Right, if I refresh, what's it looking like now? The sales. Revolver's definitely catching up. Oh, yeah. All right. I think I definitely got it into people's heads. I think the Revolver's got a good chance of being 3rd. I cannot express how much the Revolver skins do well. So I think I've covered everything that needs to be said. Will this go insane in terms of sales, or will this be fairly neutered? Will word of mouth get around, and will everybody be aware of how insane this garage door is? Will we start seeing more creators do see-through garage doors? You know what? I reckon they will. If he's allowed it, surely everybody else is. So the other funny thing is will those expensive garage doors maintain their prices? That'll be a fun thing to keep an eye out for the next time. So highest price, shop, cargo, checkpoint, trash garage. Are you going to maintain your prices or not? We shall see. So next week, it is wipe day. It is an update next week, potentially. We should see the update happen around 7 o'clock my time. So wherever you are in the world, 7 o'clock UK time is around the time I expect the rust door to rotate. Maybe a bit below 7 o'clock or a bit above 7 o'clock. But yeah, that is an early rust door rotation I'm expecting. Next week, do we see the appearance of the Black Gold Tier 2? Do we see the appearance of the Skull Killer Tier 2? Actually, hang on a minute. No clothing or armour. Again, no clothing and armour. That means, right, I'm just going to say it. I reckon we're probably going to see maybe both Skull Killer Tier 2 and Black Gold Tier 2 appear in the workshop next week, and they'll probably both be accepted. Are we going to get a big fat pack of tons of green grade skins, as in the clothing and the armour? Are we going to get a bunch of them next week for White Day? Maybe. I reckon next week we will be seeing that camouflage garage door. Next week it seems like a perfect time for it. If not, it's still applicable to be accepted and to complete the sets. So yeah, this took the spot from the camouflage garage door this week, but next week I reckon will be a perfect time for it. White day. Where am I? My head's all over the place. I'm talking too quickly. Yeah, camouflage collection. Don't worry about it now. Maybe jump in and buy out the cheaper ones, because people do seem to try and sell them at the moment. This is most likely to be next week or the week after. Don't worry too much. It should be coming. And it's pretty much going to be a very nice sale. A great thing that's going to get a lot of sales. So why would Face Punch not do it? I don't know. So yeah, a lot of things have been said. I'm looking over here, so I've got all these people, and I'll reiterate it once more. I do this Rust Door rotation stream every single Thursday. You're more than welcome to pop in, say hello. I stream pretty much every day. I yell about skins pretty much every day. It's fun. So if you're curious and want to see it all live, next week I am expecting an earlier Rust Door rotation, so we shouldn't be here so early. And Don Sleazy has bought 23 revolvers. You madman. So yeah, I will always try my best to help answer the questions that you have, to my best ability. But I might end up talking for about 20 minutes trying to explain something to you, which will be fun. We love that. So, yep, that's a wrap. Now it's 10 o'clock, so maybe it's a good time to stop talking about this, and we look forward to next week. Thank you for watching. I greatly appreciate it, and see you again next week. Wait. I made a mistake. I meant to show this off, didn't I? So what, we're about like 30 minutes since the Rust Door rotation. Yeah, people would be aware by now, but it doesn't look like the buy order requests have changed that much. They're the same. I made a mistake there. I'm very sorry. I'm very, very, very sorry. I meant to show this off. Yeah, these look like they're about the same. They have not changed much. So, how are things going to be like for next week? I'm looking at all of these skins, and it looks like only the antique rocket launcher is probably going to maintain its price. Maybe pineapple. Pineapple seems okay. So these two regular skins are going to probably be the ones that maintain their value. But all of these, no. So sorry about that. I did not. I forgot. So yeah. Now, yeah. Go.